This Saturday, the Holy Father will create 17 new cardinals, often referred to as the princes of the Church. Some come from outer edges of the world like Bangladesh, but it's the first time Francis has elevated Americans to the College of Cardinals. Joining us now from Rome is John Allen, Vatican expert and editor of the online news site Crux, which covers all things Catholic and features content from our partner, Catholic News Agency. John, welcome to the program. There are 3 Americans in the new class of cardinals: Archbishop Cupich of Chicago, former Dallas Bishop Kevin Farrell, and Archbishop Tobin, formerly of Indianapolis. And he's now moving to Newark, New Jersey. What do you make of these picks?
Well, Lauren, I think it is obvious that Pope Francis is, in some sense, trying to shift the balance of power in the American Bishops' Conference, in the American hierarchy. All 3 of the men you just mentioned, that is Cupich of Chicago, Tobin, now of Newark, formerly of Indianapolis, and also Kevin Farrell, formerly of Dallas, who is now running his new office for family, laity, and life. All of them would be seen as very pastoral figures, and to use political terms, they would all be seen as somewhat center-left, that is, moderate to progressive. And that, of course, is very much in keeping with Pope Francis's own agenda for the Church. And so in this sense, and let's remember, this is Pope Francis's 3rd consistory, but in the first 2, there were no American cardinals. So this is the first time he is raising up new American princes of the Church. And this is very much this Pope putting his own stamp on the American episcopacy, and in particular, the American cardinals.
2 main duties of a cardinal are to elect a pope and then to advise him. What do you think Pope Francis is specifically looking for in a cardinal, not just American, but also around the world?
Well, Lauren, you know, traditionally, cardinals have been not only the most senior advisors of the Pope, but they have been, in effect, kind of semi-regal figures in the Church. They have been the princes of the Church. I think Francis has a slightly different conception of a cardinal's role. I think what he wants fundamentally is a pastor, that is, someone who, in his own language, carries the smell of the sheep because he is close to the ordinary people he's called to serve. And if you look around at this particular crop of 17 new cardinals, it is very clear that pastors is what Francis went shopping for. I mean, we've got new cardinals from Bangladesh, from Mauritius, from Papua New Guinea, from the Central African Republic. People, because of the circumstances and the poverty and the desperation of those places, are forced to be close to ordinary people. Beyond that, I think he wants them to be the voices of the local churches around the world. Remember that one of Pope Francis's first moves was to create, in effect, a kind of kitchen cabinet, that is, a council of cardinal advisors from around the world who form his most important sounding board. There isn't a single important governance decision that this Pope makes that he doesn't discuss with that group first. So you wrap all that up together, that is, a pastor, a voice of a local church, and the sounding board for the Pope. I think that's his conception of what he wants out of a cardinal. And I think he would tell you those are the kind of men he's found in this consistory.
John Allen, editor of the online news site cruxnow.com. Thanks so much for joining us.
Lauren, it was a great pleasure.